Ladies and gentlemen, AT&T is pleased to welcome Academy Award-winning actor, director, writer, and star of House of Cards, Mr. Kevin Spacey.
Thank you so much for coming out. You look guys in the back. You got the cheap seats? Frank Underwood is in the house. Yeah. It is great to be here at the AT&T Development Summit. I would like to thank the good people at AT&T for hosting me today, but I know what you're thinking, really. What the hell am I doing here? As an actor who's known for Machiavellian portraits of abusive studio heads and serial killers and elusive Turkish crime lords and Shakespearean kings, horrible bosses and determined politicians, what exactly am I fucking doing here? And I have to admit that this morning as I was checking into the Palms, I was asked if I was interested in staying in the hotel's famous Barbie suite, decked out in hot pink wallpaper and pink poodle statues. The same question crossed my mind. What the hell am I doing? But only for a moment, I promise. The truth is I belong here. I feel right at home in the anything-goes city of Las Vegas. It reminds me so much of my hometown. The only difference is that in Washington, we prefer to gamble with other people's money. Now, as much fun as that might be, I will not be giving my entire speech today as Frank Underwood. I can't often control what he's going to say or do, and I definitely don't want to upset my hosts here at AT&T. Now, I say that even though I know that I was not their #1 choice to speak today. Oh, it's true. They first invited Hillary Clinton. And you know, Hillary emailed back. But then out of habit, she immediately deleted it. Mr. Trump politely declined the invitation by kindly telling the organizers to go fuck themselves. I'm too huge for AT&T. Now, since you guys clearly couldn't get Rubio or Hillary or Trump or Carson or any of those guys, you recruited the next best thing, me, because I'm not a real politician, I just play one on television. Although I was recently asked if there was a debate held between Donald Trump and Frank Underwood, who would win? And I said, you have to first recognize that there is a distinction, because one of these figures is a fictional character. And the other is a fictional character. Let me tell you a story. You see, stories are the very substance of our experience, and we simply can't get enough of them. A good story can touch our hearts, a great story can bind us together. Stories are the center of what we all share. We're told stories on stage, on television, in movies, books, and music, in 6-second vines, and tweets, in Instagram photos. And here's the thing. Stories are not solely the currency for folks like me who are in the creative arts. All of us are in the business of telling stories. They may well be the stories that give life to our personal experiences, or the stories that give identity to our brands. And we've certainly seen through social media that we all have a personal brand or style or flair, whether we recognize it or not, or whether we use it or not. Our stories might allow us to connect deeper with employees, with customers, with investors, maybe even with our critics. The product your business offers, or the services that you provide, is only part of what makes you, you. I mean, after all, what really separates Starbucks from every other coffee chain in the world? Is it because they actually serve the best cup of coffee going? Do you think? I mean, I don't think so, although I am partial to a piping hot caramel macchiato myself. And what's the difference between American Express and any other credit card company? I mean, I'm pretty sure that we could all find a better annual percentage rate, right? So then what is it that allows Starbucks or American Express or AT&T to distinguish themselves above their competition. I tell you, it is the story they are able to communicate. They might call you crazy for walking away from a successful film career to run a theater for a decade. They might call you foolish for making a political drama with an online streaming service. They might call you nuts for taking a Shakespeare production around the globe and thinking it could be profitable. And they might laugh in your face for appearing in a video game. But make no mistake, no one ever breaks ground by playing it safe. And if you're like me, and are intent on pushing the boundaries of your work and challenging your audiences, then you always need to try to be a step ahead, to surprise them, maybe even take them to new places they've never been before, because they want to go. They are dying to go. It is entirely up to us whether we're going to be inviting and take them along. And if you yourself already fit this description, then I tip my imaginary hat to you. We should all aspire to be innovative. We should all be in a constant battle with mediocrity. We should all be interested and willing to break the boundaries, because if there's one thing that overlaps between business and art, it's that in the end, it is the risk takers who are rewarded. So, with our curiosity, our determination, our eyes on the future, let's make a commitment to go forward and discover for ourselves what else is in the fucking box. Thank you very much. Yeah.